team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Backfield. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room there, giving a couple to the 16. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, it's going to make a statement today.
To the air, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously,
breaks into the open. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Knocking downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And they finally make the tackle, and this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. You take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise going. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want an answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wide open downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you were.
Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Football and the defense able to knock it loose.
On the run, it's Daniels. He's got some space. He makes the stop at the 33 with 10 yards on that play and the first down.
say watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost the fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mark. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a first down just outside the red zone. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. The option look. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves an open space downfield. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Madsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Smarty. A great catch and on for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Gibson.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical.
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Smarty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends, hanging the decibel meter on third down. Going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll move the tight end. They're going back to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pocket breaking down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled 10, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Intercepted the stop the threat. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. They finally gave down a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's going to score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today. In all three facets of the game, their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Trying to change now on 2nd and long. They'll try the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That defense is about getting off the football. Their defensive line can be disrupted, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays.
Is he going to run some more first?
Defense. Great job by the defense being hyper.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires in the trap.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the option. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, you just give up on the play.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws and throws on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range.
He kind of was.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
The kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires one high and deep. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will...
No way he's about to quit. Yo. Never put this nigga on my schedule again.